Here's the why. Here's the beta. Why? Here's the cap. Why? Here's the why? Here's the here's the beta. Why? Here's the beta. Cap. Here's the why. Here's the here's the cap. Here's the why. Cap. Here's the beta. Why? Here's the why. Here's the why. Here's the why. Here's the beta. Here's the beta. Why? Here's the beta. Why? Why? Here's the beta. Why? Here's the beta. Here's the beta. Cap. Here's the beta. Here's the beta. Why? Here's the beta. Cap. Here's the beta. Why? Here's the cap. Here's the bad. Here's the cap. Here's the cap. Here's the cap. Here's the why. Bad. Here's the why. Bad. Why? Here's the beta. Here's the beta. Cap. Here's the why.